Are you ready for the Eldrazi takeover? Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Modern Horizons 3 content. I have been having an absolute blast with this set. Big shout out to Watsy. They really did a good job with this set. And today I'm going to be showcasing you the deck that has been by far the most impressive to me, and that is Eldrazi. Now, we played a blue-red version of this deck on the channel not too long ago, and this is kind of the sort of update to that list. It is still kind of blue-red, but we'll get it. It's technically teamer, but kind of blue-red. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, this list in total, we played this list on stream, and then I played a league off stream, which I did 5-0. And then I think in total, I'm in somewhere in like 19 and 4 or 5 or something like that. My record with this deck is very good. And I think this might be the breakout deck with MH3. And let's talk about why. So Ugin's Labyrinth was a card that came in very hot for good reason. It's a land that taps for 2 mana. We don't get those very often. When combined with Eldrazi Temple, gives you that kind of rule of 8 law, as we like to call it, where now you have a lot more redundancy on having one or sometimes even two of those soul lands in your opening hand. And when you have that, you get to go, Eldrazi Mimic into Thought-Knot Seer on turn 2. And those are the draws that got Eye of Ugin banned. So, that is kind of what we're building around here. Now, a new addition here is It That Heralds the End. I don't really know about this card. It's such a weird one where I want more 2-mana cards that I can play off of my soul lands, but this is kind of the least impactful one. So I'm not sure if this card is exactly where you want to be. But the newest addition to this deck, which is Glaring Fleshraker, happens to work very well with It That Heralds the End. So Fleshraker is a 2/2 for 3. When you cast a colorless spell, you can make a spawn. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield, you deal 1 damage to your opponent. Now, those spawns that you make happen to get pumped by It That Heralds the End. So you kind of have this, every time you cast a spell, you get a 1/2 that deals your opponent damage. That can add up. My pick for best Eldrazi, just flat out right now in the entire format, is Eldrazi Linebreaker. This is, for all intents and purposes, just a 3-mana Reality Smasher, and to be quite honest with you, the more I play with Linebreaker, I'm actually questioning if we even need to play Reality Smasher anymore, because you kind of already have that effect. Now, it is nice to have both, because then you just have this incredible amount of haste damage out of completely nowhere, so it's possible that you do want to play both, and, this is maybe better on an empty board, better against removal, but it does cost more mana. The thing that I recently found out, this was a suggestion by Twitch chat, was a card you see in the sideboard, Wayscape Battlemage, which after this league has actually made its way into the main deck over the Fleshrakers. That's what I was trying out. This card is surprisingly versatile. It exiles, which means that it kills the One Ring, which a lot of, just 3-mana 2/2 enter the battlefield, exile your One Ring. Even like that alone is very good. It can bounce creatures. It handles Fable very nicely, because if you can pay both kicker costs, you get to bounce the Goblin token and exile the Fable. It kills Shuko, Urza Saga, Amulet of Vigor, Unstable Amulet. There's just a laundry list of things that this thing kills. And I actually think it is right to play it in the main deck. And what's nice about having the extra 2-drop is, similar thing that I was talking about earlier, you always have something to cast on turn 1 off of your soul land, because this is a much more aggressively slanted Eldrazi deck than you're probably used to seeing. We still have the 10 7-mana cards to help facilitate Ugin's Labyrinth. I think 10 is the right number. I could be convinced on 11, but I think 12 is probably too many. I think you really don't need 12. 3 Dismembers, the 4 Thought-Knots. There's really not a ton of space in this deck. Like, I could see trimming Heralds, I could see trimming Fleshraker, I could see trimming Smasher, but other than that, there's really not a lot of flexibility, because I think that you want to be playing all the aggressive cards. This is the green card that I was referring to earlier about the teamer part of it, and the mana base has also changed accordingly. So now we're playing 4 Cavern, 4 Courtyard, and 4 Unclaimed Territory, 12 Rainbow lands that help facilitate Linebreaker, Nulldrifter, and Battlemage, and then the 4 Temples, 4 Labyrinths, 1 Island, 1 Mountain, 1 Seagate. I have experimented with trimming 2 Territories, 1 Seagate Wreckage for 2 Prismatic Vista and 1 Basic Wastes to kind of give you a little bit of something against Blood Moon. I don't know if that's correct, but it did feel like it was the mana base was okay there. As far as the sideboard is concerned, for Blast, I like this card a lot against Nadu, and if people are still playing Domain Zoo, for Chalice, good against all of the DRC, Lightning Bolt, all those kinds of decks. The third All-Is Dust comes up a lot. It's, good against anything that's putting a lot of stuff on the battlefield. 2 Kozilek's Command. I used to have 4 of this card in the main deck, but I'm actually not as big a fan of this card as I once was. Just, it's kind of clunky, and that's really the reason why it's not in the main deck here. I only like it against the graveyard decks. And then, again, the aforementioned Battle Mages, I think these probably should be in the main deck because they just hit so many different decks. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this updated Eldrazi deck. I hope you enjoyed the deck tech, and I hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Okay, hand is acceptable. Yeah, this is the first time trying Fleshraker. It's a float mana. Alright, we are looking for a Eldrazi Mimic, please. I did consider briefly trimming a Smasher. I think CB suggested that, and that could be a good idea. I don't know, I've been saying this all day, but I think that when you have 8 soul lands, the best way to take advantage of that is just make your deck lower to the ground. At least, like, that's... When I think of how my deck wants to look like with soul lands, that's my interpretation of it. And maybe that's not the best way to go about it, but certainly the way that I look at it. Oh, they gave me green mana. I like that. We need to find another soul land. Specifically, Temple. I wonder if they're playing Yogg with Flare. Okay, they're just playing Nadu, it looks like. Yeah, Nadu. Okay. Kind of scary. So... Uh-oh. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Attack you for 8. It's probably not going to be good enough. See, when everybody's like, you want to build this mid-range deck, and you can just attack your opponent for 8 on turn 2. Why do you want to build a mid-range deck when you could do this? And you do it with some regularity because you have, basically what effectively amounts to Once Upon a Time and 8 soul lands. Like, you do this more often than you would think with how consistent the deck is. So they have everything but Nadu. No, not the 2/1 plant! Dude, this 2/1 plant, I'm scared. Chad, I'm scared. Please hold me. How do I beat a 2/1 plant? They should have made a 2/3 grazer, right? Okay. Eldrazi. So we go here. Am I trading it that heralds the end for their plant token? I think no, right? We just pump this and hit with just the Linebreaker. I guess we can attack with this too. But I don't think I want to trade Heralds for the plant token. So we go pump this, because this one has Trample. Okay, we're chump blocking my Trample creature. That's a bold move. We have decided that's not a good idea. Alright, don't draw Nadu, please. Can I get 1 turn of not drawing Nadu? They do have, like, 12 Nadus in their deck, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a Nadu. I can beat that. Now we can slam with the team. Yeah, they're hellbent now, too. Look at the wreckage. Nice. Alright, smash. So, are they dead? They're definitely close. 6, 10, 14 trample. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 14 minus 9 is 5. Yeah, they're just dead. Right. 10, 6 smasher coming in, by the way. That's a big smasher. How many hits do you think are needed to the Ugin's Labyrinth? I think 10 is felt fine. There's been like maybe 1 or 2 spots where I didn't have the expensive card for the Labyrinth, but for the most part, 10 has felt pretty good. This Lord card pretty good. I literally didn't even attack with it last turn. How can you say it's good? Yeah, we're gonna board a No Blast, because we just need to be able to answer Nadu. Alright, Chalice bad. I think Dust is good. It's probably not a Battle Mage matchup. think I'm going to cut these Flesh Rakers. And you want to cut lands against them? I guess they're not... Yeah, well, no, they have Boseiju, right? They have Boseiju. They play Ring. Yeah, I guess they do play Ring. You want, like, Battle Mage over it that heralds the end, maybe? Wait, you're saying that I can cut the lords? Are you reformed now? Pike S&D confirmed reformed? Why no non-creature or ring Eldrazi in the sideboard? We have determined that the Battle Mage is better because it effectively does the same thing, but it also has the ability to bounce. I'm never mulliganing this hand. You can't make me. I mean, this is kind of awkward, isn't it? Am I supposed to take Courtyard? Because if I take Labyrinth, I can't really cast anything, right? Like, sure, I can triple Mimic and then just hope to find a blue source for this, I guess. It is high upside, I guess. I guess it is high upside. All right, let's change up the vibes a little bit. I know what song I want to listen to. Oh, they F6'd. I like that. All right, changing up the vibes, chat. I've located a blue source. Okay, that's pretty good. We just double Mimic here. Simply just draw the Courtyard anyways. Mimic. Could we keep the old vibes? No. I think they covered their bases in the set unlike past ones. Pauper looks to be the format that gets destroyed. Well, they already fixed Pauper, right? They banned the plating or whatever, Cranial Ram. They misclick. They F6 their first turn bulb. We still might lose this game. All right, play this. Eldrazi. L_Drazi. I would like to attack you for 12. May I attack you for 12? Shout out to the Nulldrifter haters, by the way. They don't know. The Nulldrifter haters just don't know. For people who don't know about Nulldrifter, the kids these days, they don't know. Who hates Nulldrifter? When I played this deck on Friday, people in my chat just they didn't know. They didn't believe me. Now they better believe me. All right, you can have an 0-1. That's fine. I accept. How about a 1-1? No, not the plants. Anything but the plants. Oh, they're just dead? No, I'm 1 mana short, correct? Because I need 4 for this. Kick bounce token. Well, they only take 6, right? I mean, kicking it's probably good enough, right? Like, they can't really ever win at this point. Blue, green. All right, so we go bounce this. Bounce this, exile this. Dude, Battle Mage is kind of disgusting. I'm in on this Battle Mage. It's really good. I've been convinced. You know what couldn't do that? Thief of Sanity. Now, to be fair, even if I just exile the Shuko, maybe I still win anyways, but Thief could not do that. And by Sanity, I mean existence, of course. My opponent's name is Get Whacked. What if I don't want to be whacked? I'll keep my hand. They revealed Gigantha the Wellspring. Fetch, tap land, pass. I want to draw Mimic. Get waxed. Maybe that's what it is. Get waxed. I'm not sure why they want to get waxed, but to each their own. You imprint? I'm imprinting all his dust, I think. Nishoba. Okay, now I'm not imprinting all his dust. I would like to resolve all his dust this game. Any Flesh Rakers? Why is this card in my fucking deck? Oh, that's not fair. It's kind of awkward. They take Flames. Isn't taking Flames worse? Because they can go Hallowed Fountain, Binding, hold up second Binding. But if I take Binding, they... I guess it's the same thing, right? They just Flames, attack, then hold up the other fetch. Oh, right. Binding is worse against dust. Okay, sure. I'll buy that. That's actually a good point. I hadn't thought about that. That's true. Almost dust is really good against this card, huh? I hadn't thought about that. You're right. You're right. Your thoughts on mana bases for mid-range Eldrazi? You always play 12 creature type lands. I mean, it depends, right? The only reason we're playing the 12 creature type lands is because we have 3 different colors across the main deck and the sideboard, but if you only have like 1 or 2 colors, you can probably get away with only playing 8 of them. So we have to do this to take the second binding. Problem is, all his dust can't kill Scion, so I'm a little scared. I think we might just lose to the Scion now. Flesh first, then thought not. Why? You can't do that. Yeah, Battle Mage does look good. Battle Mage, ooh, good against Scion. That's another thing, too. Battle Mage can kill Scion, Thief can't. So, another +1 for Battle Mage. I thought about it. I definitely thought about main deck Battle Mage. I mean, this is good, but I don't think it's good enough. It's really good, but... Alright, Temple Garden. So if we can dodge a burn spell and draw Smasher, they die, right? Or I guess just draw Nulldrifter to block. Yeah, Scion is very good against us for sure. So maybe the Battle Mages could be good main deck. I could buy it. The card does a lot in a lot of different matchups. It's pretty good. It's shocked. We actually drew the Smasher too. Oh wait. 9. They're dead, right? But wait, Fleshraker for lethal? No shot, right? There's no way. There's no way. Oh no. Now I actually have to play this card. No, that's not fair. I don't like this. How did we just Fleshraker for lethal? That's bullshit. Now I'm upset. Chat stays winning, huh? Oh god. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Easy dubs. Never didn't have it. Alright, Fleshraker's not that bad. Fine, alright? I'll admit, it's not that bad. So we want Blast. Wow, we have a lot of cyber cards against them. What do we cut? Do we just cut all these? I mean, this might be a matchup I want to cut the Fleshrakers. I know it was good there, but like, if I had drawn any of these, I still would have won the game, right? Well, not this one, I guess. Is Null Blast good? I think you need it for Leyline, but maybe not. Are we supposed to not board in Blast? Isn't this the whole point of this card in my sideboard? Is against Leyline? But it is bad if they don't have Leyline, right? Could do this, I guess, and play the extra dust. Yeah, it kills Kavu too, which is probably good enough. We could do. I think this is good. Yeah, they have Kavu too, so maybe 4 is too many. But I think this is okay. We'll try this. See how this goes. Command is good in the matchup. Why is Command good? Keep this. We can turn 1 Dismember and turn 2 Battle Mage of Scion. Lead on Temple. Alright, Belcher Storm is hitting us with a song request. What you got? Little Nile. Changing up the vibes. I see how it is. Come on, play Scion, play Scion, play Scion. You know they're going to do it. You know they're going to play Scion this turn, right? It's going to feel so good. Okay. I mean, I can kill it eventually. It's a little annoying, but I can kill it eventually. What if they cast Blood Moon now? Think you want to rake first? Any Flesh Rakers? Yeah. I guess we can Flesh Raker, and then if maybe wait till they play a creature to get full value out of this, because we've drawn a land too. Okay, I could buy that. I mean, this is so likely to die. Maybe that doesn't matter, though. Like, this Flesh Raker is 100% going to the graveyard. Shocker. What'd they do? Bit of tap land. So they probably have Leyline Binding in hand. Sure that I want to get the Thought-Knot Seer binding, though, because I think they're so likely to cast Giganta next turn. So how about this? Hear me out. What if we did this? You ready for this play? We can hold up Dismember. End of turn, kill Giganta, right? End of turn, kill Gigantha, untap Thought-Knot Seer their binding, because they're going to tap out next turn. I think this is better. I guess I technically should have left this up, but who cares? I don't think it matters. All right, I've been impressed with this card. I think we should just maybe main deck this over the Lord. It's really good. Yeah, I think the correct build probably just has 4 of these main deck. It just does so much. I think just having 4 Mimics... Well, I mean, it's not really a 2-drop, right? I want a double spell. But I would like to kill their... get their binding out of their hand. This costs 4 mana, not 5. Oh. Well, never mind. Good hand. Good hand, by the way. Excellent hand. Okay, it's a good draw. Smash, right? I'll even offer the trade. Oh, we breaking all right. All right, left, right. 6, 12. It's almost lethal. It's very close. All right, well, it is lethal, as a matter of fact. Speaking of not quite good enough, this hand sucks. Yeah. On the play, this hand kind of needs to find a land and a 7-drop, which I think is pretty unlikely when we're on the play. So I'm just going to go to 5. I mean, it's better than going to 4, I think. Bottom this and the Drifter, probably. Did this. Find Soul Land. There's the Soul Land. Eldrazi. Question is, do we Fleshraker first, or do we probably Fleshraker first, actually, because we can make more tokens for the Linebreaker. Although I guess we could high roll and just try to go. Oh well, thanks for the land. I'll take the land. +1 land, by the way. I mean, now that they're playing Burn, I kind of want to just Linebreaker first, because this thing just dies. It doesn't do anything. I'm not blocking. I'm racing. There's no blocking. We do not block in this dojo. Absolutely never declaring a block in my life. Also, holding up the block is just atrocious if they have Searing Blaze. Okay, this song is a bit aggressive. Yeah. Surely they will not have a second copy of Searing Blaze, right? That would never happen. You've once again broken Modern. Does your deck have Emeria, whatever it's called? All right. Well, oh wait. That's lethal. Nice. So Linebreaker, or is this Linebreaker card good? If so, why? Okay. Well, didn't think I was going to win that game. That's pretty good, right? Was I? People sleeping on the breaker. I don't think I want Dismember. Is this a Kozilek's command matchup? Yeah, I don't know. Kozilek's command seems kind of slow, right? What else do we want to cut? Maybe the Heralds at the end is kind of bad. This might be not a Fleshraker matchup. Could do something like this. Bring in the commands. Maybe play the 3rd All-Is Dust. Or we could, like, just play 1 Fleshraker. I don't want the Battle Mage, do I? Like, bouncing a Goblin Guy doesn't seem that appealing. I guess we could just play the All-Is Dust to have another 7-drop for Labyrinth. It's probably okay. Because I want to make sure that our Labyrinths are pretty consistent. Well, if there's a Labyrinth on top of my deck, this hand is broken, and we get 5 looks at it. I mean, you know, I didn't come here to not keep this hand, right? Get it twisted. It's like, you just always keep going. Okay, well, I'll get that one out of here. No, I'm good. It's close. Not quite, but it's close. So close to greatness. Yeah, you just win and then you win again. And then you keep winning. And then you never lose. Okay, well, Chalice on turn 2 still might be good enough. Especially if I have another Soul Land. Still might be good enough. I mean, they should cast a spell here, right? Just to deal me a damage. Or not. Do we smash? You trying to smash? I'm trying to smash. Defense? I'm down for defense. Have you tried Eldrazi Obligator? I think it's a good sideboard card, but I don't know if you want to main deck a Taco. Alright, -4, kick W. They should attack, right? Okay, well, I think they are now officially locked out of the game. I guess that's not necessarily true, because they can cast Rift Bolts and such. But they need a lot of Rift Bolts. Well, if we just don't give them a target for Tear, then they can't cast. They can't splice it, right? I should block the Swift Spear, actually. Because if they have 2 1-mana spells, it's more damage. Oh, am I just dead? Okay. That's scary. Well, they don't have a second one. That's good. We can't Chalice for 3 this turn. I am going to Chalice for 3 next turn. I think we Devour the Goblin Guide so I can start attacking. They're just dead, are they? I can't cast both Linebreakers. Oh, if I just double Linebreaker, that's 6, 12, 17. Oh, that is lethal. Okay. Yeah, that is lethal. Right? I think double Linebreaker should be lethal. Because it pumps for each Eldrazi, so it's 17. Haste that one, haste this one. Yeah, 17. Okay, that was gross. Path to Exile. Do you want to pay the I should have stacked this trigger first to see if they paid. Are we 3-0, 6-0? I think we are. Alright, I think we fixed Eldrazi, guys. This hand's good, right? I think it is. Less good. Yes, Nulldrifter is very good, especially with Eldrazi Mimic. It is, but, like, I think the issue there is that Command is not very good. Command is the odd man out there. I'm not a huge fan of Command. Mount Doomwake? Bro, chill. Alright, 07's Linebreaker. It's good if I can find a Soul Land. Preferably, one of these. Yeah, Command is good in Tron, but I think Command's not as good if you're not playing Tron, which I agree with that take. I think that's a very good way to put it. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I don't give a shit about Bowmasters. Who cares? Who actually cares? Bowmaster? Kidding me? I guess the Mimics care, yeah. Alright, attack for 5. A nice little 5-ball. Edict's incoming. They could flare me. I could have dismembered the Bowmaster to play around flare. Like while they were tapped out. Last turn. That ain't gonna do it, Chief. That is not gonna do it. Unfortunately, that is not going to do it. Didn't need the Dismember there, but, you know. Alright, so what do we want to get Scam? We're just rinsing people, huh? Do I even sideboard? I guess we can cut the Mimics. But what in my sideboard is better than Mimic? Is Battle Mage good against them? What does Battle Mage do against Scam? Well, it doesn't kill Moon because we don't have a basic forest. So, you know. Yeah, guys, Battle Mage is not good against Moon. We can't cast it. Well, we can't do the green kicker because we don't have a forest. Battle Mage clean deals with Fable. Yeah, I'm just going to cut... All right, I'm going to cut this for Battle Mage. I'll try it. All right, Maul. Maul me. Keep. Wreckage Gone, I think? Because I want to keep all my spells in the draw. The second Labyrinth is kind of awkward. This is why I hate AirPods. It's not the AirPods' fault, okay? If they Bowmasters me, I'm going to be very sad. Perhaps I should not have boarded out. Maybe I should have boarded out these instead of the that Heralds the Ends. Because these are really bad against Bowmasters. Well, I mean, I guess we're not gonna hold the Labyrinth, right? I don't think so. Done. Because then any land lets us thought nuts here. Holding is better if we draw a 7-drop, I guess. That's on Drowner of Truth. Is that the MDFC? I don't like that you have to play a tap land. Alright, well, this is not good. It appears that we have died. Surely this is still winnable, right? This is what happens when you lose the die roll. And by lose the die roll, I mean win game 1. We're going to be on the play for game 3, though, so we're fine. We're not playing basic wastes. Is there an out? No. Why am I still playing this game, actually? There is no out, right? I guess Nulldrifter. But whatever. All His Dust wasn't out, huh? Okay, we should probably play the third All His Dust because it is good against Moon. We can also command in response to Moon. What if we just did this? Board in these 3 and 1 Heralds. We could also Chalice in the play, I guess. Is that a good idea? How many 1s do they have? I think 0 Relances to Moon seems sus. I think I should have a basic forest in my deck. I think that's the answer. But I guess even with basic forest, we can't kill it with Battle Mage because we don't have basic wastes. I don't know if I want Chalice. Chalice over Fleshraker, maybe? Fleshraker seems kind of mid against them. They just bolted, right? It's so easy for them to kill this. Mimic is technically castable under a Blood Moon, too. Not that we're ever winning if that's our plan, but I'm just going to try it like this. See, you did poorly, but did Fleshraker do well? Well, we didn't play Fleshraker in the last version. We just played Fleshraker in this version. But this has been going well. Fleshraker has looked pretty good. So this hand's all mana, no payoff. We can Devour to try and find a payoff, right? Yeah. Is that a good enough payoff? Probably, right? I think it is. Maybe we should get a little bit greedier, though, and try to find, like, specifically TKS or Smasher. I think you're supposed to Labyrinth first. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But I mean, because we have the Linebreaker, it doesn't, like, it doesn't matter, right? Because we can just cast it anyways. But I guess this is worse if we draw Smasher. Sure, I guess that's fair. This is worse if we draw Smasher. It's not a pump, we just won't draw Smasher. Yeah, we're gonna draw TKS next turn. Sure. This is the exact experience of Modern, by the way, where it's like, you try a new deck, you start off 3-0, you get paired into Scam, and then you hate yourself. Okay, well, I deserve to lose this game. I do deserve to lose this game, to be fair. That one's on me. That one's on me, alright? We're not losing yet. I mean, they're gonna probably Thoughtseize this or grief me. I assume they are. Or cast Blood Moon. I'm sure their hand has some playable cards in it. I would have won this game if I'd played correctly. Like, they would have been dead this upcoming turn. Now, here's the question. Do we hold anything back to block the Ragavan so we don't die to Bolt? I don't think we can afford to, right? Yeah, there's no way I can afford to play around Bolt here, because if they had Bolt, they would have just killed this, right? Almost certainly. What is this? 2 mana. An Edict? Okay. I mean, I can't hold back now, right? Now I have to. And just try to either draw another Smasher or a Linebreaker. Because they can go Dash Ragavan, put us to 2. Which, sure, we'd had a Bolt, but... I mean, I assumed that if they had Bolt, they would have killed the Linebreaker by now. So, something tells me they don't have Bolt in hand, at least. They may have drawn it this turn. But I doubt they had it last turn. Alright, Haste Creature. Haste Creature! Unfortunate. Alright, well, I would have won this game if I had played correctly with the Labyrinth, so... I guess we're not technically dead. Because we can take the Ragavan. Alright, go. I mean, we're at 1 life. Oh, they drew a spell. That's bad. It's a pretty good spell to draw. Alright, touche. Touche. Oh, man, that sucks. Alright, good beats. On the draw, but no Devourer. I think we have to mull this. Okay, this one is acceptable. Put back Labyrintho. And do I put back Labyrinth? We can go turn 1 Heralds, turn 2 Fleshraker. I think it's right. I mean, I don't have a 3rd land for Smasher, but this seems fine. Either Storm or I guess it could be Belcher. Bye. At least that's not Grief. Stomping Ground. Okay, they're not Belcher, but it looks like they are Rupee Storm. Oh, am I just dead? Oh. Am I getting turn 2'd? That's cool. Nice. I like getting turn 2'd. It's good. Modern rules. Something like that. Look, the thing is, when you sign up to play Modern, you have to just accept the fact that sometimes you're going to die on turn 2. And that's what you have to live with, you know? It is what it is. This is why Grief is the good guy? Yeah, I guess. So hear me out. Do we attack with Linebreaker and trade it for 4 goblins? Do we actually have enough damage to kill them? So if I Fleshraker this turn, let's say they attack with everything. All right, math time. So Fleshraker this turn, it's 5 power. Smasher is 6. That's 11 plus 1. It's only 12 next turn, right? Trying to think if I have a lethal line. If I Linebreaker this turn and Smasher next turn, assuming they send everything. Oh, let's do some math here. So that would be 6, 10, 12. Theoretically, if I Linebreaker attack and they don't block, I do have lethal next turn. But the issue is they're just going to block this turn. And I trade Linebreaker for 4 tokens. And then they have 12. I block 1, take 11, go to 9. And then I don't know if I have another turn in me. But I can only win if they don't block this turn, basically. Attack with Herald 2. Yeah, I guess. No. Only this. Hold. Chat, do not pog. I repeat, do not pog. Step 1, achieved. Step 1, secured. I don't care about that. All right, how many do you attack with? Did not think I was going to win this game. Oh, boy. Whew. Well, I mean, I probably shouldn't have won this game, but, you know. Oh, man. Imagine punting the 5-0. Oh, wait, they got 2 blockers. Does that matter? 6, 10, 13. No, it's still Xaxes, right? I think it's still Xaxes. 13 minus 3 is 10 plus 2. I think it's 1 over. Wow. Give the Lord Trample. This does not give Trample, it only gives haste. So they go to Xaxes. All they had to do last turn was just block. All they had to do was block with 1 token and soak up 1 more damage, right? Whew. Oh, boy. What a game. Okay. So, Storm, huh? What do we want against Storm? Probably third Allah's Dust. Yeah, Chalice on 2 is good against them. Third Allah's Dust is good against Goblins. El Goblino. Is Battle Mage good? Why is Battle... Oh, Battle Mage kills Ruby Medallion. Okay, I guess I could buy that. Is Chalice on 2 fast enough? We can cut these. Cut Dismembers, probably. You think Chalice is too slow? So what, you just want to do this instead and not play Chalice? Yeah, maybe Chalice is too slow in the draw. And just not play the third Dust and just only have 2 against Goblins. Because even Dust on the draw, the best case scenario, we're casting it on turn 4. It's like, we probably don't have enough time for that anyways. I have a curiosity now. Yeah, that's true. If you open on double Labyrinth, it's good enough, but that seems not that consistent, right? It's probably good enough, right? I think. In No Blast Rel, but not until it flips, though. Yeah, I think, honestly, Kai, I think the Wreckage should probably just be a basic wastes. So we do this in case we hit another Soul Land. Temple, exactly. Yeah, Null hits me in Amorphous, but I think it's too narrow. Yeah, this should probably just be a basic wastes. It's better against, Well, again, you can't Besage you for basic wastes. So what is the point of even playing a basic wastes? Phantom, I guess? Could be a Gemstone. My bad. I thought I unmuted, but I guess I didn't. I'm going to take Bast in Flames. Yeah, Wastes is not a basic land type, so you cannot Besage you for it. I don't exactly know why, but I came across this earlier. For some reason, you cannot Besage you can't search for a basic Wastes. You can search for Island or any other basic land, but apparently Wastes does not have a basic land type. I don't exactly know why, but I know that's the rule. Well, it's like, it's not that intuitive, right? Like, you're telling me it's a basic land, but it doesn't have a basic land type. Does that make any sense? If you came up to some random person on the street and you explained it to them, would they get it? No, they wouldn't get it. Because it doesn't make any sense at all, you know? They would ask you to leave them alone, correct. Yeah, I think they boarded in Pick Your Poison because they're afraid of Chalice. Yeah, basic lands and basic land types are completely different things. Because that makes sense. Okay, we got a Ritual Gamer. The other hand is Pick Your Poison Medallion, so they drew a payoff. What is the payoff they drew? Oh, no, they're just redrawing. Okay. I feel like well, maybe they have to flip because they don't want to take damage. A little late to the party on that one, huh? Just a little late to the party. Ral Munson Mage. The Munson Mage has been cast. Well, I attack. Wait, they shouldn't have cast the Ral, right? Unless they're going to block. I'm not attacking Ral, I'm attacking them. Maybe that's ill-advised, but they have 2 bricks in hand, so they kind of have to block. Because if they don't block, they die to Ral. Should I have attacked Ral? I don't know, maybe. Was it worth attacking Ral? I don't think so. I can't imagine it's worth attacking Ral there. Yeah, that's a good point, too. If I attack Ral, they don't have to block. They're just going to brick anyways, it's fine. I don't give up. They will simply not draw a card that allows them to continue to play the game. Including Arid Mesa. That one counts. Are they going to cast Blood Moon? Oh, okay, they can find, like, ritual stuff. I don't know. Seems pretty unlikely. All right, so honorary 5-0 because I punted the 4-1, or I punted the 5-0 by not imprinting when I got grief scanned. So probably should have 5-0'd, to be fair. But we do take the 4-1s. I think this is the best version of Eldrazi that we played so far. I was very, very impressed with Wastegate Battle Mage, would strongly consider putting that card in the main deck, potentially over the It That Heralds the End. And, you know, as much as I don't want to admit this, Fleshraker was pretty good. There were some spots where it was decent, so I don't know. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube. The YouTubers, let me know how bad glaring Fleshraker is.